on all the high school football scores and more first every Friday. Then check out the Football Scoreboard Show on the Fricker Sports Network. Join Bill Boyle and Jim Oswald right after Central Catholic football to get all the scores from the area games and hear from some coaches who just left their locker room. The High School Football Scoreboard Show is brought to you by Game One, Burger King, Norman Roofing, Maumee Bay Turf Center, The Bunker Bar, and Frickers. It's the High School Football Scoreboard Show every Friday night after Central Catholic football on ESPN 100.7, The Ticket.
ESPN 100.7, The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
This is a daily show with Coach Ryan Day, brought to you by Safe Flight Auto Glass. A guy that's been around for a while, C.J. Hicks. He goes from linebacker to a rush end. We see him make a big play, and it seems like it's just been a great move, a great fit.
Yeah, and he made a big impact on special teams, played in all four phases there. You saw him get to the quarterback late in the game, which was great. He's put a lot of work in. He's put a lot of time into this program. He's an Ohio guy, loves the Buckeyes. So great to see him, get some production in this game. And that's what we need from our older guys. We need production. That's part of the thing about growing up, and stepping into these roles is, when you're in a backup role, it's one thing to get in and get about 10, 15 snaps in a game. It's another thing to get up there when the game's on the line and have to perform and make plays. Great to see CJ do that again. Should build his confidence.
Another comment coming in just a moment. Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safe Flight Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at SafeLight.com. Safe Flight Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Buckeye fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Another guy we saw get into the end zone, Carnell Tate, with a touchdown catch he had. Ryan, is this kind of a continuation of what we saw from the back half of last season for Carnell?
Yeah, I thought that route was excellent. But Carnell in that game blocked his tail off. I thought he played really well without the ball in his hands. And in particular, there was a 1st and 15 play where he ended up blocking Colin Simmons on the play, and we ran a counter for 8 yards, which allowed us an opportunity to call the shot, because if we didn't get 8 yards there, we were in second and long, we probably would have got a different type of coverage. But because we hit it for 8 yards, and because of his block on that play, we called the shot on the next play, caught man to man, and then found the one-on-one to Carnell. So it all goes into play. And I think it's a great, again, example for some younger players to realize that, when you're playing without the ball, it's just as important as when you are. And to see him make a block like that and then the next play score a touchdown, which opened up the game, made it a 2-score game, was huge. So great game for Carnell, great start for him. And we're going to need him to make this run.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-447-7755. That's 800-447-7755. Once again, that's 800-447-7755.
Looking for gear that gets the job done and looks good doing it? Welcome to His Store and More, your one-stop shop for knives, flashlights, cigars, and tactical gear built for real men with real grit. Whether you're lighting up the trail or just lighting up a fine cigar, we've got what you need. From razor-sharp blades to tactical lights that cut through the dark and the gear to keep you mission ready, we carry the brands you trust at prices that make sense. Hunting, hiking, weekend warrior, or maybe you just appreciate quality tools and bold flavor. His Store and More has your back, no matter your adventure. Stop by today at 7325 Lewis Avenue in Temperance, Michigan. Check out our massive selection in-store, like us on Facebook, and visit us online at hisstoreandmore.com, where function meets firepower, and every man finds his edge. His Store and More. Gear up, smoke strong, be ready.
He digs, he turns, he dives. It is a touchdown. It is a touchdown.
The NFL is on Westwood One.
Uncorks a deep ball downfield into the end zone. A crowd is there, and it is caught. Touchdown. Miraculous.
Thursday night, the season opens with the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Pre-game is at 7. Kickoff's at 8 here on Toledo's Home for Football. 100.7, The Ticket.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic.
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
What are you doing here? Business.
I'm the champion of the world. Ain't nothing can be done about that. I can't be beat, and I won't be beat. This time I'm gonna train even harder. There won't be no quick knockdown.
Because the beating that you got from BCSN, I should have killed you, kid. You didn't.
This country wants to keep me down. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
He's just another fighter. No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Killers like this guy, he'll knock you into tomorrow.
I am ranked number 1. That means I'm the best. Get out my face. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hard words from a hard man.
Nothing is real if you don't believe in who you are. I reject the challenge. There's no challenge.
Don't listen to it.
No, do listen to it when this is over. A lot of folks are going to owe you an engraved apology.
What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
What you say, JB? You called it a truth be told. Thursday, we watch it unfold. Yep. 4 o'clock go. You know how we talk. Make the people say, whoa. Where you at? Yep. We bring the scores, stats. Huh? We make you change your hat. Tell you, yeah, you like it like that. Call me ASAP. Catch me on the Ave, suburb. Always cool. Come through 4 o'clock, act fool. What's up, JB? Here we go, man. Thursday, it's time to see what's going to happen. Yeah, football, start rapping. Oh, that press, yeah, come through fresh. Uh-oh, what's going to be worse? You see the shutdown, Jalen Hurts? Didn't expect that. No, told you it's whack to bet that. Don't you do it. Cowboys about to prove it. Yeah, move the 11. Nah. It was straight from heaven because I had to come on and play the Reverend. Yeah, move him out. 11. Huh? All right, I'm gonna stop, Josh. I'll clown. What's up, man? I got to thank you for that. That's the energy. Thank you. What's up, man? How you doing?
I am just fine. I just got one question.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to play some pigskin related scrimmage stuff?
Indeed. Yep, we are amped up. Everybody's revved up. So you know what it is tonight. Thursday night. Is this but you know what's crazy that we've come to this point? Because if I'm not mistaken, this is a Prime, right? This is Amazon Prime with the Thursday. Is it? Oh, so we all get it?
Well, actually, the opening night, Thursday's always been on NBC, but every Thursday after this one will be on Amazon.
So they're going to give us it. I didn't know because I was like, whoa, what if Amazon Prime? Because I know, like you said, Josh, they do the Thursday on you typically. And I was like, wow, what if they got that off to dominate the tip-off? But yeah, you got that happening. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Black and White Sports is what we call this. We do this daily, 4 to 6 p.m. Thank you, Denny Radio, our good friends, our next door neighbors, excuse me. The one and only, Denny Schaefer. Hollywood Chris. Listen, real quick, let me do this, everybody, before I kind of get to the pleasantries and we get in motion. Because Hollywood, he was asking for it, Josh. Listen. Apparently, it's no secret, Josh, that Hollywood's on the coaching staff over there at Ottawa Hills, and but that's a nice way to put that, Josh. So because we don't, this is our guy, so I don't want to get into this thing where it's going to come off as though, and listen, you people know I do not want to get anything abrasive happening as often as I have to travel through Ottawa Hills. Okay, so. It's just been a rough go, Josh, to start. And Coach, you were asking, and I want to tell you in the most delicate of terms that I can. Fix your damn attitude, Coach, and get back to right order. Oh, so what? It didn't start good. Turn it around. Leadership is what you want to put on display, sir. You are the adult. Shout out to Coach, too, Coach Carter. It's all good. Sorry, Coach. We had to get him because he's tripping, Coach. He's over here. He's in here at the studio, Coach. He's sulking. So I'm seeing this. And I'm like, man, don't take this out there with these kids. We would hate to have to, address you differently, Coach Hollywood. How's that, Josh? What you think? Did I get him?
Yeah, you did. And
Okay.
all I have to say is that as someone who is a Northview grad and has to endure Northview football the last year or so, now Ottawa Hills knows how the other half.
Oh, my goodness. Feeling it. But listen, this is what it's all about, young fellas. See, it's about the response in life. Because, see, you guys are going to be adults. And, see, here's the big secret they're not telling you guys at the high schools and what have you. Now, I can't really speak to the young ladies, even though I had a contributory 50% inclusion on creating one. Can't necessarily speak to that entire experience like that, right? But fellas, here's the trickery of the tricksters. They're never going to come save you. No one's going to save you. Okay? Gentlemen, so young fellas, get a hold of this ideal now. Whatever you got to do and turn around, you are going to have to do it. You are. Not mama. And pretty much what we hear a lot of these days out here, not a whole lot of daddy necessarily. So, for those of you who have to do that, you got to do that too. And if you're on the football team over here, Ottawa Hills, let's regroup our situation and change our mindset. It's not about what you can. It's nothing you can't do. You already been doing it. You have told yourself somehow psychologically that something is more out of balance than you believe. Stop believing that. And Chris Hollywood, I would appreciate it, Coach, if you could go and relay this directly. Thank you. From Black and White. All right, let's continue, Josh. Okay. It's a third. Listen, truth be told, Thursday, Josh, I think you were accurate here. I didn't know if it was going to line up, but look at that right there. We've done our job.
And there's a lot of stuff that's the truth will be told as they unravel tonight.
Oh, boy, won't it be? Listen, it'll be told if you fool around with this 8.5. Listen, speaking of Chris, he and I were talking again before we came on. We did the crossover with Denny and those guys. No, man, the public is Philadelphia'd out. This thing started at about 6.5. We now find ourselves as we get closer here to kickoff tonight.
We're looking at an 8.5-point line. Boy, is that a smack in Dallas's face. Listen, even all things considered, I'm going to tell you the truth. They are serving up a filet mignon free pallet of a thievery of money. Let us please all embark. 8.5, please. No. I'm not sure that's a good. I don't know. It's not a tough sell. I know you guys are all over it. Clearly, the public says Philly. The people are saying, I hear it's a couple remnants on the network. I heard that's what I'm getting upset about. I hear these guys on these shows trying to give you a convincery on Dallas. And I wish they wouldn't. Please stay away. Don't do it. Don't take the free money. Do what you do. Go and please stay on the path you were on. Please do that. All right, Jay. What we did we do anything? What last night? We ringing the bell today?
Yeah, we had
we should ring
full
it?
slate of baseball last night.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's do that. Let's get into it. Listen, Thursday, welcome in everybody. We are brought to you by, by the way, excuse me, the kind folks at the Bellamere Suites, Perrysburg, Ohio. And if you think about the pipeline that has now become kind of like, you can even Detroit, Toledo, it's kind of, we've migrated into the Atlanta metropolitan area and become a part of the citizenry. So you almost think it's appropriate when you think almost mastermind, if you will, if you think about the administrative body of the Bellamere Suites and thinking about this move and migrating and settling right in there in suburban Atlanta in coming GA. So in informing you of this, we encourage you to revisit Fun Romance. Yes, with our friends at the Bellamere Suites. That's right. The Bellamere Suites wake-up call line brings you our guests and calls. Call them at 866-499-BELLA. That's right, 866-499-2352. Book some lodging today. You'll love it. I mean, it's thrilling. You got to see it. I mean, where else do they? You should see the kind and hospitable energy that goes on there. That's the thing. That's the twist, Josh. That's the difference maker.
Feel the hospitality. Otherwise, you'll be in a hospital.
Well, we hope not. But again, it's the care and knowing you're there. So you pop into these other hotel chains and things. Nobody knows you're there. It's just like can't get towels. You got to call 2 or 3 times to get a decent amount of towels. There's no ice buckets. You never know what's gonna go on. Not with our people, Joe.
And the toilet. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Hey, you never know. Some of these places you don't know, Josh. It's a gamble. Never a gamble in Perrysburg or coming GA. All right, let's go, Josh. Our good man, Anthony Butler, you know him. He is the master barber and stylist. As we matriculate closer to the weekend, it might be time to get your look back in order. And there's no better advocate or pathway to doing that than Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. Ladies, he brings you Ring the Bell.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
Hey, you know what, Josh? Hey, I said the Eminem thing. Did you know the restock was on? Did I mention that the other day? I hope I did.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that in passing.
Yeah, because you see a fresh bag here. In case you you see a fresh bag. I haven't cracked it yet, but I'm sorry. Sorry, let's stay focused. Okay, let's go. What we got first, Tigers?
Yep.
Okay. Ring the Bell brought to you by Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. Tigers, get back, don't get swept. I think we said that. And we said, look out for this. And I described these very scenarios to you all about this. Tigers, we said Mets. I gave you a list. Make sure you check that yesterday and get the recording. But 6-2 yesterday, your final, the appropriate response here. Buckle up, though. It's getting ready to become a lot of fun here down the edges.
Yeah, and Casey Mize got the win. He's 13-5, 5 strong innings, allowed 1 run, struck out 3. Carpenter had a home run, number 23, and Tigers, like I said from yesterday, get win number 81, so they're at least assured of a 500 record.
That's all right, though. We won't have to worry about that. We will surge, in enough of a margin out of this 500 slot. Just got to balance it out, and then we take off. There'll be a reset of sorts. Okay, guards, what did I tell you guys? I was asking them, please, could you go ahead and die? See? No. Look at this. An 8-1 yesterday in Boston is totally unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. And yet, I tell you yesterday, this is exactly what's going to happen here or there. And a lot of these, they're not going to be swept. Okay, those games will be disruptive in the overall mathematical implications that will surely ensue here shortly. And this is Cleveland's role. And just buckle up for that. I warned you. And look, they pop off with an 8-1. You're right.
Joey Cantillo got the win in the start. 4-3 his record. Pitched 6 innings, struck out 7. While for the Red Sox, the losing pitcher, as I get your figures, is Brennan Bernardino, who took the loss in 2/3 of an innings. He was 4-3, and not much to say for the Red Sox, but for the Guardians, they're still alive to the chagrin of everyone in baseball.
Yeah, please, certainly my chagrin, if you please, because it's a distraction we just don't need. That's going nowhere. Okay. All right. And finally, our 513 boys. Then they too had another sort of mishap, but I don't necessarily categorize it as that because, again, they're going to be a factor here as we get late in the equation. 13-9, though. Your final last night.
Yeah, no home runs for the Reds, but Nick Martinez took the loss. He's 10-11. As for the Toronto Blue Jays, they won big, as they always do. A lot of home runs by George Springer, Varsho, Kirk, Barger, Vlad Guerrero Jr., and taking the win was our old guy from Cleveland, Shane Bieber. He's now 2-1 as a Blue Jay.
And there you have it. Ring the bell. Brought to you by our man, Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. Ladies, all right, 419-407-0880. Give him a call. Please call my bluff as you do it and find out if you're anything like unsatisfied. We'll be right back. It's Black and White.
Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lynx Concrete Coating Traffic Center, the accident in East Toledo at Howland and Nevada Street has been cleared. Still have the accident Central Avenue at Douglas and the accident in Findlay, State Route 15 westbound at TR 190. Missing anything, call or text, let us know. That's a quick check on your Right Now traffic.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
a free no-obligation inspection and never pay full price for a roof again.
At Average House Furniture Warehouse, our sofas have cushions, our tables have 4 legs, our recliners recline. So come on by for a perfectly average experience.
Cumulus Digital doesn't stop at average. We work with more than 4,000 local businesses every month, delivering campaigns that beat industry averages by over 25%, driving real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.
You got to be better, bro. It's like, what you mean? I got this. I said, I don't care about no stats. You got to be. What you want me to do, T-Lou? Guard Draymond, be aggressive, shoot the ball, stop turning the ball over. Anything else? He's like, man, I said, man, we need you to be better if you want to win. It's on you. He's like, so I stormed off. I go in the locker room, slam the door, boom. So we go grab D. Jones. D. Jones, man, your boy tripping, man. He's like, D. Jones, like, who? He's like, man, T. Lou, he talking about I ain't doing this and doing that. I said, well, man, listen, I ain't been here all year, but everything I read is about how you trust him and how you, but why not trust him now? So Brown like, fuck you.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
As we continue Black and White Sports on this, truth be told, Thursday, fastest buck 20 in sports is what we call it, everybody. If it's your first time, welcome. It's certainly unlike anything else. We wear that honorably. But thank you guys for being with us on this day and every day. Lucas County, Glass City, Southeast Michigan, Northwest Ohio in total. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham is in here alongside. We come to you live from the south end of the Glass City on night one. Here we go. In essence, we kick off the NFL season. Certainly no news flash there, but what might be one is the outcome here. And see, this is hard. First of all, I have to kind of back up off the thing. I'm going to do some other stuff, Josh, if I'm being honest, because they already, I get reprimanded anyway for my Dallas Cowboy stuff when I get on Dallas and Laker things. But unfortunately, hey, this is what's going on. This is the thing. But, as the fan thing, that whole situation is where it gets tricky in this position, trying to, I guess, sell or convince the people, which I'm not necessarily trying to do. Go ahead out there and just run out there and bet Philly with no caution, just blind to the wind, believing somehow this is okay. It's never the same people. Like, it's what's always funny to me when we get into these seasons is how you all will equate your conversations, your mindsets, so on and so forth, to what you saw last time, or in this case, last season. Dangerous. That's all I'm saying. For any of you who intend on, laying bets, doing something this weekend, because, people get excited. I know you guys are all revved up. NFL energy is crazy. Everybody's out of their mind. So I'm just cautioning you. Be careful. Again, be careful.
I must admit that Thursday nights, the openers, the unexpected always happens. I mean,
Josh, and here's the thing, Josh. The thing is, it's always tricky. Now, I'm not saying that you would have noticed this, Josh, because you're not betting. So I don't necessarily give Josh a lot of smoke. We pick on him, and we will do that. We'll try to. We have a sort of a sports talk bulliness about us, right? But we don't begrudge him this because he's not betting. But those of you who are betting, don't be goofy and get out here and get your wig split because you've been listening to everything, like everything they want you to believe, like, oh, Dallas is going to be a flop if you don't have Parsons. What? How much more floppy can the Cowboys have been without this clown? Because with him, we know damn well the embarrassment has been unmatched. That should be your number one thing right there in realigning your thought processes. Let that go. And if I really wanted to try to just make a case, let's say I like the Pittsburgh Pilgrims, all right? And I didn't even know anything about it. I would still say be careful, not necessarily knowing what is actually attending on the new roster. None of us knows this. And I would go so far as to say, let me extend this through your weekend, because many of you, again, will get super duper califragilistic, expialidociously bent back thinking it's last year. Kabuki! Don't do it all weekend. I'm telling you, because a 53-man roster has been realigned, and we see this continuously. And how come every season there's some group or organization that you had no clue would somehow be a factor in the overall season's outcome? How many times does that need to happen for us to at least say, let's be careful on tonight, a division rivalry, a lot of insult to injury sort of potential here. You've got a lot of guys that have reputations that need a recalibration. Some have reputations that need a re-solidification. So there'll be no lack of fireworkism here. So you would say to yourself, at the very minimal, now, again, if in fact we see another demonstration of what typically has happened. Once again, watch this. This is where I'm encouraging you. Be careful with the okie doke, because what you typically see is tell me what's really going on. Dallas Cowboys, always the same song. Every time we see this show, the Cowboys let the fans all go, never caring, never coming through. Every time we show up, it's what we do. The NBC, or if it's Fox, either way, the Cowboys don't rock. No shock. You're used to it. But I'm telling you, please don't do it. Be careful with your bread. What's going to get chopped off, Saf? They heads. I'm telling you, take the 8.5. Come back with me on Friday. Laugh as we spit out the pay. And we going to do this every mother flipping day. Well, we'd like to anyway. You never know, because we're going to lose a lot too. But when we tell you, be careful for these popping locks. Josh, thank you, man. I didn't know I was going to do an impromptu hookup today. You on it today. Thank you, man. We're getting ready. It's just the weekend. We're gearing up. We're gearing up. Tonight, I'm trying to spice it. Do our little thing, spice it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do something. I mean, it's the best time of year and the sport that we all love and more.
Josh is great. Josh, what you think, man? What do you? I know you like Philly. I know you don't necessarily. You kind of a Cowboy non-enthusiast. You relish in the embarrassment when they look stupid.
Well, let's put it this way. I respect what the Cowboys have done in the past in terms of their accomplishments and their legacy, but there are just certain peoples that just get in the way, certain fans that make it so impossible. Kind of like Michigan football. I mean, you want to respect them, you want to give them their props, but certain people who are like the cheerleaders or front running for them kind of makes you think, now I know why I can't stand this team.
Okay. All right. Well, see, there you go. There's Josh Burnham, ladies and gentlemen. You see what he's really putting down. But no, a lot of you feel like that. A lot of you can't wait, for like I was just saying there, even in Limerick, I didn't necessarily intend to do it, but this happens. People's got the talent. It's random. You never know with this. All right. But today is just one of those days. That's all I'm saying. The theater is just right. I'm just saying, be careful. Like I said, if the Eagles were to cover this 8.5, I guess all you could say is like no one, is certainly consumed with shock and awe. If that were to happen, that seems to be like it's just too simple. But I just think the Cowboys are probably better than we think. I feel like if you guys have been listening to this at all, my whole thing has been for the better part of many weeks that we have here an addition by subtraction situation with respect to the team and the culture that has been certainly lackluster and inept where the Cowboys are concerned. So I just caution everybody, be careful. If you can get the 8.5 tonight, get that before it changes, because I feel like by kickoff, I feel like it'll probably at least if it is something to be concerned about, if you might see, if you look up in this 7.5 before the kickoff, then you know that there was some definite, Dallas juice on the situation, and that's the indicator. But right now, the public at large is saying Philadelphia is the play.
That's a foregone conclusion.
So there you go. But we're gonna do, like I said, we'll do prop bets. We'll have that for you, later on. You know how we do that. So we're excited to get back on that train. See how we do here. Hopefully we can catch some fire right out of the gate. Okay. 877-909-1007. You guys want to hit us up, call us, say something. But certainly we appreciate the text messages. Also, too, I like that how we did that yesterday, Josh, moving the $20 gift card. So shouts out to that winner. You are, as a matter of fact, on the list. You have been sent Federal Express to Frank Frizzle.
Yeah.
Right? So we got that going on.
And can I announce the winner's name?
Oh, well, yeah, we can do it. Because yesterday we didn't want to throw out people's phone numbers like that and just say, but, we needed that to identify the winner. But yes, Josh, please share.
Yeah, the winner of the $20 gift card from Mama Mary's is Jason Nickel.
Yeah. So there it is. Go ahead and get it's like getting a dime, Nick. Jason Nickel, getting a dime. I'm telling you, this thin crust situation. But no, $20 goes a long way, my friend. Congratulations. It can happen. It can happen to you. Mama Mary's Express. That's what we need to do. Maybe that's it, Josh. I might have to change the list. The Express list.
The Mama Mary's Express.
Yeah, Express. Absolutely. Yes, but Thursday we're here. All right. Thank you to my good friends at the Powell's Beauty Supply. Because again, we are bringing communities together. This is why they immediately come to mind, Josh. All right. 901 Nebraska. But over 35 years of service to the greater Toledo area is probably why, at the very least, you could duck your head in there, everyone, even if you're not kind enough to grab a comb, purchase a brush or something. But thank you, Mr. Powell, family. We like that. Small business turn big business. That's the whole play around here. We like our local economy, the funnel that's created. We always like you to support it. So we encourage that here at Black and White Sports. As well as some of our, it's not that we don't have our national flavor, but you'll get more of that as as the thing grows. You'll see the migration include the non-territorial, certainly locally, but we like it all, right? The whole thing, Josh, it's all good. It's all good. That's why we're here. Service, Josh. That's what we're doing. We're in the service industry, sir.
Yep, and we even service everyone.
Well, first of all, yes. Speak for yourself, Josh Brown. We want you to settle down, my friend, with that. Again, safety first. It's a lot going on out here, Josh. The world is viral. Okay. NFL news continues as we get ready to rock and roll. Listen, your boy, hold on. As we were talking Dallas Cowboys, but this actually becomes Buffalo Bills news, Cleveland Brown news. Amari Cooper said, listen, to hell with it. Never mind. I'm cool. I'm not mad at him. I know exactly what happened here. Amari Cooper announces his retirement. Amari Cooper, now Josh steps on you with the drop. Amari Cooper announces his retirement. The 5-time Pro Bowler, 10-year man, has said, no. After just joining the Raiders, we thought it was time to buckle up. We weren't sure exactly what the Raiders were doing with this collection that it seemed like, they were establishing, but Amari Cooper said no. It didn't take long for him to realize, you know what? It was probably in my best interest to be escorted out of the game prior to this. However it happened, be it not picking him up or him leaning into it's time to chill mentality before actually wanting to think about putting his name on the dotted line again. What exactly were you going to accomplish? Were you feeling as though Super Bowl prospects were in order, Amari Cooper? What was I get the love of the game, and he didn't love it though. See, there you go. Listen, you know what? This is what this proves. Let me do it like this. This is what you guys won't want to say. But the reality here is, Amari Cooper, you've always been this guy. You've never really been, it wasn't really about the game for real. Your career is a demonstration of this. This is why, to me, you've always been a fluky Luke Imperial. You've always been a prime minister of fluky Lukeness. That's you. And here, but you knew it. At least what I want to celebrate you for here is in the actuality and the stoicism of inner truth. Sit your ass down, please. And thank you for sparing us the actual witness of you realizing it in a painful exchange. Thank you, Amari Cooper. We want to celebrate him. Clarity, ladies and gentlemen, is the first tool toward conquering. It's the fastest $1.20 in sports. We are moving. It's Thursday. We'll come back. There's more things to do. How about Joy's DMs? Did you guys think I was really going to let that one slide? No. Off the wall behaviors not tolerated. Sucker MC alert, even for the ladies.
The ticks are cold. The delivery is savage. Black and white sports on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lynx Concrete Coating Traffic Center, the accident in East Toledo at Howland and Nevada Street has been cleared. Still have the accident Central Avenue at Douglas and the accident in Findlay, State Route 15 westbound at TR 190. Missing anything, call or text, let us know. That's a quick check on your Right Now traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is celebrating 10 years with $10 off your $50 store purchase. Starting Friday, visit the Backstage floor inside your Macy's and get $10 off amazing new finds. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Find a location at macysbackstage.com.
Black and White Sports is now.
No allows. We got you on file. Yep, every day you like the crocodile. All these tears, all these years, you got on the track and let out your fears. Bouncing around, jumping on the track, trying to disguise your ass is whack. Then we out here, we got your back. Hell no, these is the facts. You lost, it's a cost. You out here fronting, you not a boss. Either way, we gon' toss. And then we get to my show.
Monday through Friday. From 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Question as well, if you don't mind. A championship is a championship, but there were 70 people in the gym when you won your first one.
Yeah.
How much better?
Probably like 150, but
maybe 100, maybe even 200. But
maybe.
How much better does this one feel?
Yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say anything.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
Back in for the final frame of hour number one as we head into the halftime locker room. We say, oh, no, never. Never a doubt. Listen, we come through, it's sports talk to you. What we say? All in all, we laugh like kids. Hey, these 80s moments can happen too, impromptu. You made me. Promises, promises. Nothing I believe. Listen, you know, we can spin this a lot of ways, Josh. Thank you for playing this because I'm always dealing with people with these promises. See, I stay out of that yard. I don't go doing promises because if I said it, you just got to happen. See, that's the thing. Because people are going to remind you anytime it didn't go like you said it would. Especially how we do it. We don't even have to get on these predictions of any of that. That's easy. But just in the everyday walking around. Don't tell anybody anything, Josh, because they're going to make sure you get reminded that you didn't do it. If you don't, now don't make it a habit. What you got to do is do the thing you said.
Yeah, don't.
Otherwise,
don't make any promises that you can't keep.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I was always notoriously careful with that one with the kid. Like, listen, no, babe, listen. We might. I will try. We're gonna see if we can put it together. But when you say, "Hey, we're doing it," and that's what it is. So, but listen, promises had. I guess we could put this everywhere. As we get set to roll into our NFL situation, and we just before the break too, Amari Cooper broke his promise to the Raiders. I'm not really playing. But how about this, Josh? Off the wall here today because this is not promising, and I'm not sure where to go with this, but I can't necessarily let it go because it just like rings or reeks of a certain sort of, and it's funny that it smells a certain way, Josh. The whole thing, before we even go. Smelling just like peanut butter. Oh, my goodness. And today it's not a pun. So you thought I wasn't going to say anything about Joy Taylor, right? Let me read it first because I feel like, listen, I'm not going to lie. I intentionally tried not to pay attention. Seriously, because I just didn't want to do it. I've been seeing a pattern that definitely makes me apprehensive and anxious regarding Miss Taylor and just somebody who is in the space of kind of doing this and doing our little talkative thing here. Now, we had posted a story. Like I said, this is our off the wall thing here. Let me go ahead and put the mic up here so we can act like we did it for real. Radio heads, bear with us. On the stream, you can see this picture of Michael Jackson where it's like, the whole world's gone off the wall. Well, Joy Taylor is off the wall today. She's gone off the wall. She's like a combo. It's like a off the wall sucker MC alert. That's what we got going today because Joy Taylor, what are we doing with this? Like, I first of all, when I see Joy Taylor on Cam Newton, I want you all to know, and this is alleged, but this is more from the experience of life that I've seen it too many times. I probably have been guilty of some sort of, thought process that is one that I feel comfortable suggesting that Cam Newton has. If I'm not mistaken, Cam Newton's a single guy, right, Josh? He's not married, right?
I have to double check on that, but he's definitely married to that weird hats and war.
Well, yeah, all of that. But I don't think, and I'm telling you now, Cam Newton it's deeper than let's have you on to see what you're going to say. And we have interesting questions, Joy Taylor. Please understand for the exact reason that Joy goes on here and makes it clear that you are the exact wrong type of lady to be out here in the space of the fame and all the power that can be wielded with said attention palette. This lady is dangerous. She is ultra attractive. She is hyper intelligent and certainly laser focused on whatever she has deemed is the win. And make no mistake about it, if it means cutting your throat or stepping on your head to get to whatever, again, she has deemed the win for her, good luck. Because this is an ultra snake here. This is the type I would hate to bend the corner and have to say this is where you're working at and this person is involved. Oh no. And certainly, well, not if you're a low level, insignificant sort of type that is really basically under the radar in the sense that nobody really peeps you. You might be able to evade some of the sort of what do I call them? The serpentipial potential bite that is here. Okay. And so what we find through Miss Taylor in what I was going to share here as we get into this final portion, Black and White Sports. Thank you guys for being with us. Unfortunately, a lot of the pro athletes are perhaps highly recognizable entertainers or what have you. I'm getting that there's a blend here. She's suggesting, so it has no real bounds, but it also lets us know that we really are about as stupid as we look out here. And as primitive as we actually come across, fellas, when we are out here doing this with these DMs and the whole thing, okay? So you have this lady now who already, I can't imagine what the thing is like just with the typical suitor and guys grasping at the straws of impossibility of making a link with this woman at somehow, some way, in some fashion. The more of a likelihood of hitting this $1 billion lotto is probably more conducive to reality than I would imagine the flood of DMs in general. So considering these peanut butter skins, cans, all the rest of the whole description, we have her coming in now. And in the recent episode of the Funky Friday podcast, former NFL quarterback Cam Newton, joined by our friend Joy. And in a specific segment, Taylor touches upon relationships and dating, which again, this is a typical theme of this lady. She's focused. This is all not an accident. She was never, ever intentional with regard to trying to be fortifiably respected as a sports analyst. Please be advised. Now, it looked like something else and it came across like something other, but please know it was never anything but. Let me get out here and get the shaking and sassafrassin. Okay. And so here she is now Always in a conversation, you're going to see that. If anybody follows her or does anything or watches anything, you might watch her pop up. There's always a theme of somehow sensuality to the overall consideration. Just know that, number one. So that's already it's the apple that you don't want to ever be biting, fellas, because there's these type of women are all over the place. We are all vulnerable. We're not judging you. We understand that we're primitive in our mind state and we can be bit. But we did not know cats with all this bread are easily bitist. They're the ones. See Shannon Sharp. But here we have this. Joy's telling you now, the former sportscaster noted that she isn't interested in a public relationship, citing that it hasn't worked out well for her in the past. Oh, imagine that. Don't blame it on the public, sweetheart. It's not just that. I would suspect if we talk long enough and figure out what's really going on underneath it all, there's a probably evident common denominator. Amid the conversation, Newton asked Taylor whether fans should shoot their shot following the episode launch. No, Cam Newton, see, once again, caught you, my friend. All right, bruh? No, that was for you. That's how we do it. Those of us who don't like to play it low, like you really didn't do it. You didn't do it, but everybody else does. But Cam Newton, you got her sitting right there looking at you, and the peanut butter skin is right there glistening in your face. Yeah, bruh. Okay. Should the people shoot their shot, Joy, or is it okay if I do it, but I'm the host today, so it's not necessarily protocol. It won't look good on the cam. In response, Taylor shared an anecdote that has drawn the headlines. She admitted to being messaged by blue checkers. Again, everyone knows that is the solidifier and the identifier of true. It's them. Blue checkers, clarified as celebrities, and that too, not so nice DMs. Taylor put forth one such example, quote, "Can I hit that?" while confessing that such a text won't be sufficient for her. And then she does the twist flip, as though the offensive nature of this man's thought process in approaching her. Nothing about some of the presentation. I'm not saying that it's, hey, nobody wants to be in a predatory place. Got it, ladies. Understood. Cool. But Joy Taylor, ma'am, stop this. Taylor also blasted the celebrities for their overconfidence and questioned how they have the trust to believe that she won't be posting these online. Right. Back to the stupalities. Don't care. And again, but your mentality too, to out these people knowing you're in an exclusive space that you wouldn't be in if you had done things that put you where you didn't deserve to be. So now you want to penalize everybody because they're trusting you to play in the space of what everybody does. And now we're tripping and you want to use it again because that's clickbait. Let's go, Joy Taylor. I'm going to roll out. That's enough of my time on you, ma'am. Thank goodness it is. Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness. It's just not reality for some of us. But good luck to those who, again, cannot see past the trees. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a simple way to put it. Want to use extreme caution around here. All right? So let's go into the break. Halftime. We need one from Joy, for real. Seriously, because everything coming up, Joy, has nothing to do with you adding anything fortifiable to anyone's new broadcast or anything. And I suspect there probably won't be much of that, but certainly many more tawdry sort of instances to speak of. And you'll be right at the foreground of consideration and salacious compellingness. Hour number 2, when we come back, it is a Truth Be Told Thursday. It's called Black and White Sports. It's the fastest $1.20 in sports. When we come back to on the other side in the Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes, what is the story, man, with the paper? The whole thing with the show, everybody, with the Peacock thing. What's up with the paper and what's Toledo's role? Can anybody help me with this? 877-909-1007. If you know anything, you got any ideas, any thoughts, aspersions, or assertions, please add them and help us. Share. I'm just curious because it's a big deal. I'm seeing it, but yet it feels like it's not a big enough deal, but it's a big deal. And everyone's acting like it, but not really at the same time. So we'll come back and try to figure that part out. Hour number 2. NFL begins tonight. Prop Bet Bonanza. Buckle up after this NFL update. 5:05. We'll see you.
His store and more, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Cowboys expect to have cornerback Trayvon Diggs tonight in the NFL opener against the Eagles. Diggs has been working his way back from knee surgery he had last December. Meantime, the Chargers expect running back Najee Harris to play Friday against the Chiefs in Sao Paulo, Brazil, according to head coach Jim Harbaugh, who says Najee looks ready to go. Harris has been limited from participating fully in training camp and preseason action due to an eye injury sustained in a 4th of July fireworks accident. Packers' new pass rusher Micah Parsons was a limited participant in practice Wednesday with a back injury. Head coach Matt LaFleur saying he's hopeful Parsons will play Sunday against the Lions. And the Ravens are not expected to have tight end Isaiah Likely on Sunday night. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports Likely is still recovering from foot surgery he had in late July. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Want wagers that win? Weekdays will walk you to the window. Tune into Best Bets on Black and White Sports, 4 to 6 p.m. on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes.
In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652.
Mom, stop.
Black and White Sports.
May 23rd, 2025.
Seriously, right now, get the money line at this value. I'm telling you like this. I'm getting in, I'm putting this in play. And I'm trying to help right now take Minnesota to win. Tomorrow. And then we will come back game 4 and take OKC. I'm telling you right now. Seriously.
Timberwolves and Thunder.
The game 4 would be Monday. And Tuesday. Monday. Bam. Okay, so there it is. Saturday and Monday.
Black and White Sports. Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Automotive is growing and looking to hire an auto technician with 3 to 5 years of experience. If you're an experienced, honest, reliable automotive technician, apply now. Competitive pay, monthly bonuses, no evenings or weekends. Apply in person today at Hudson's Automotive, hudsonsautomotive.com.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
The only way you can get a cure from a disease is from the disease itself. I come from the streets. The only thing they're going to say the streets is something that come from it. I used to be a monster. I didn't know what a man was, because when down there, pain, lack is what breed killers. Lack of resources. Boy, we don't know that back going to get no job and the refrigerator empty. And we 14 years old and can't go get no job to pay that bill, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know how to help us, man? You know, somebody help heal this pain, man. That this pain sits so deep and it'll create a monster, man. And y'all hear us out here saying we on demon time and them little boy be dead serious until the devil show up. In physical stature, but I'm 7'4" in spirit. You know what I'm talking about? What's going to change this environment, man, is us changing our mind. Because we manifest what's in our mind because we've been given behavioral scripts. When I look at y'all, I see me. When y'all look at me, y'all see y'all because we're a mirror reflection of each other. And what we have in common is the struggle. And struggle is every part of life, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all looking at a man that died inside. Y'all want to see the living dead. You looking at it. The only reason I'm here is because God saved me. And I'm telling y'all this from the perspective of a real hitter. That's what we're going to stop at right there, man.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Hour number 2, we get in traffic motion. Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes, Mama Mary's Pizza. Authentic New York style thin crust pizza. My good friends in Holland, Ohio on Airport Highway. Everybody out there by the big Kroger, you know what I'm talking about. Think about that corner. McCord, Airport, bam. Go ahead and bend it. Get right up the road. Tires should screech. You should be in a hurry. Weekend is here. Get fed with my man Frank. Appreciate you. Everybody at Mama Mary's Pizza. 419-867-9991. They certainly like it when you order online, mamamarie'spizza.com. So that's what we're doing here in the next 30. How we come to you. We certainly have them in the foreground of our minds. So we, again, encourage you to check in there. If you haven't, please try this. This is not the everyday pizzeria and so forth. No disrespect to any of our other proprietors in the local area, but Frank is something different. Mama Mary's is something different. Make sure you find out what's going on. 419-867-9991. Black and White Sports, we continue. I am Andre of The Savages, hour number 2. However you may be listening, people, whatever you may be into, we appreciate you making us a part of your situation here. It is a Truth Be Told Thursday. We've been trying to do it a little bit here. My man Josh Burnham alongside in the studio. JB, all right, man, we continue. Got a few things to handle here. I was asking the question, too, before I left. What's up with the paper? Do you know anything about the paper, Josh? What's the Toledo? What's the story with this? I get it, but I'm not getting it. Are we the backdrop for it? Is the inspiration? I see that the city paper had a thing and they're involved, like they had an RSVP event. I think about the screening or something. What am I missing? I'm not in. I got to get tuned in. I'm not connected, Josh. Yeah. I'm not right.
All I'm hearing is like it's supposed to take place in Toledo, and the paper they're at is based on or inspired by the goings on at the world's finest news, one of America's finest newspapers, The Blade.
Oh, so The Blade is the backdrop.
That's what I'm implying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's The Blade.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, check it out. Listen, man, hit me up and let me know something too, man. Text me, comment, what have you. If you have any information on this situation, how significant is this with respect to, the Glass City, this situation, new TV show, the paper. Certainly I've gotten the inference that it is reminiscent of, our good friends at The Office and all of that. So I got that. I got my guy in the promo from the other show, and I got all of that. So I've seen that, and I've at least made that association, and certainly, collection mentally got it. But, us in Toledo, is that what Josh was saying? Is that what it is? Just the backdrop. 877-909-1007 if you have any words on that. Also, too, can I get this from you guys? I should have been asking earlier. Should have said it in hour one. How about a list of your 7 playoff teams? Both conferences. You guys think we can put that together? I'd be interested to see. Maybe I'll do another. Maybe it'll be more $20, Josh. Maybe that'd be my enticer for people to send it, because we were asking for your division winners. Okay, we get it. There are 8 of those, but ultimately 14 playoff teams. I hope I got that right. 7, right? Yeah, 7 on both sides. What we got going on now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's see. I'm trying to think how many wild cards.
Well, you're gonna have 4 wild cards because you're gonna get 2 buys. You're gonna have a bye. That's why we got a team that separates. So in essence, you're still keeping the 6. You've got that going on because you got the division winners. Okay. And you'll have the couple wild cards there. But that bye week, that's that team, that first place team is what that's the deal there. So there, what are yours? 877-909-1007. Who's going to the playoffs? I would be very interested to see this. If I get enough text messages, we'll pick another one. We'll see what you guys do. See if you respond.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the thing. It's 8 division winners and 6 wild cards.
There you go. So there you go. Give me your 7. Your 7. Let me see what you're doing. All right. Also, let's see. Tonight, I told you we would have our prop bet bonanza. That's as far as I'm going. But I told you don't get zapped on the Philly thing. 8.5 tonight. We'll have to check that, Josh. We better check too before we get off the air, because it'll be different. I'm just telling you. Again, just to reiterate, in case you guys weren't, here earlier and you're not hearing my little tirade about trying to bet this first game tonight, because it can't be as simple as Eagles 8.5. I guess it could. I guess if all conventional logic that you guys are having, the Eagles, they should destroy the Cowboys and no one would be the wiser. We'd all say, okay, nothing's changed. And the Cowboys were goofy and stupid for trading this guy who would have been out there getting run over too, if that is indeed the formula tonight. But I suspect that's not what we're getting ready to see.
Oh, it's dropped down to -8.
And the plummet begins. Because that does see some of that Dallas energy is coming back. Now, I don't like it. I'm not going to be. So, again, what I would tell you, what you should have done, and even here in this moment, I said get the doggone 8.5. Because what are we always stressing? Today, every day, value is what we seek. And you had it at 8.5. That 8.5, if Dallas were to lose, let's say they get the score at the buzzer, Philly cracks them right at the end and have to have a 2-point conversion. Boom, they win 28-20. There you go. You could have won, but you'll push. It's not the worst thing to push. Push means, you don't win or lose. You get what is in essence a tie for you, but it'll just cut into the money that you would get. I would have rather have had the 8.5. Just me. The parlays I have 8.5. But I also have Dallas winning the game. But that's me, though. And, I'm delusional. So just go ahead and factor that in. Don't listen to me. Please do your thing. Stay with Philly. Lay the 8.5. And Josh says now 8.
Correct.
So that seems like it would be in your favor. Philly better. Now you don't have to cover. You don't have to score. Now you don't have to win by 9. But you're not going to win. Philly's not winning. Just for again, good measure for those who may have us confused. But with this, some of this NFL talk, we've had a few conversations. We talked Bengals a lot as we came in. We certainly had our Browns contribution. But I'm wondering, do you feel amiss, Josh, like we have not done any lioning here. There's been no real lioning, Josh. What does that mean? Because I feel like no one is really doing any lioning. And don't you think the Lions deserve some more of what is happening now, which is the early speculation of season?
I'm guessing because they lost both their coordinators, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. They probably figured they're heading for a fall or whatever.
Well, yeah, Well, I feel like some of my argument to that would be the Buckeyes seem to have handled it very well. I get college football. Okay, give me a break. But the concept of what Josh was just suggesting, the leadership in the coordinators' departments, it would cause caution, I guess, if you're the Lions. But once again, these coordinators don't really perform. Now, yes, significant, crucial to everything. Who's coaching said offense and said defense? Got that. But when we start talking about the roster that we have in Detroit, doesn't that garner a little bit more conversation on expectation? Don't you think, Josh? This was not, I don't understand. I've even heard more Minnesota Vikings, even though I told you I still like the Vikings. I love McCarthy and the whole situation. I don't care what you say.
Well, I think there should be a good case to give the Lions more respect. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson's coming back from injury, and
even with that, yeah, but it's like we're not talking like I want to indict myself here because there has not been enough Detroit Lions, and you know how we roll with the 313 boys anyway. And I was thinking to myself, I am embarrassed. And we have nothing to say about the Lions. I guess if I'm the Lions, if I'm Coach Campbell, I figure you would have it no other way because it's been difficult now the better part of the last couple of years to get the spotlight off of you. And that energy of surprise terror that the Lions had somehow been able to establish here has been understated, people. Can you imagine this? How non-believable do the people feel the Lions have been or were? And I think that's dangerous, Josh. I have to believe this.
I just want to know, like, how the successors at the coordinators, I mean, Ben Johnson's successor, John Morton, calls a game plan for the offense. As for defense, is replacing Aaron Glenn is Kelvin Shepard, who's now the new DC. Let's see how they call their games and such.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I would think that the people would be a little bit more forgiving with regard to, again, what the output should be. I don't think. I mean, do you guys think they're no longer a playoff contender? I got it. 877-909-1007. Are the Lions, are they division winners or wild card? Text me that. Division winners or wild card Lions? Because we're not saying anything about the Lions. Even the Bears. We've been talking about the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, really, I know Caleb Williams is going to year 2 and Ben Johnson's coaching, but I don't see him as a playoff team just quite yet, let alone overleaping the Lions for pecking order in the NFC
right. I'll give you, if you want to do a Packer talk, okay, we get that. And I love that the Packers now have this unexpected bullseye. That's great. It will be fun to watch them deal with or perhaps wilt under that. But again, no real conversation for the Lions. That's trippy, people. But let's come back. There's a little bit more to do. It's a Truth Be Told Thursday. Truth be told, that is ridiculous that we don't expect the Lions to still win the division. Come on, man. We'll be back. Sit tight. It's Black and White.
When sports need a voice that doesn't play games, it's Andre of the Savages on Black and White Sports, 100.7 The Ticket.
If fine dining in downtown Toledo is what you're looking for, look no further. Rockwell's, located in the Oliver House, is celebrating its grand reopening on September 18th with a newly refreshed space and menu. Rockwell's has been one of Toledo's premier steakhouses for more than 25 years. They invite you to indulge in an upscale ambiance with exceptional service and carefully crafted dishes. Call 419-243-1302 for your reservation and join them for the grand reopening of Rockwell's, located at the base of the high-level bridge.
have plenty of immediate openings available there, including evenings and weekends.
I shall call White House. I think I need new presidentures. But first, tell me, have politics changed much since my day?
I've got another call. Gotta go.
Don't elect to wait. Dental Health Associates White House location has immediate openings. Both locations offer all the same procedures, from checkups to dental implants to Invisalign. Call and make an appointment today at Dental Health Associates, where it never hurts to smile. Visit dhawhitehouse.com or call 419-877-0382.
Replacing your roof can be a stressful event to deal with, but paying for it doesn't have to be. Let Roofing Done Right ease your financial stress by replacing your roof with no interest, no payment options for the next 2 years. That's right. You don't have to pay a single payment for the next 2 years on your roofing project. How awesome is that? Contact Roofing Done Right today at roofingdonerite.com. That's roofingdonerite.com for a free no obligation inspection and never pay full price for a roof again.
Searching for the best place to get both classic and creative pizzas? Visit Pizza Cat and build your pizza as weird as you want it. Earn perks towards future orders by visiting pizzacat.com. Now with 2 Toledo locations, one on Monroe Street and one on McCord. Pizza Cat, keep pizza weird.
No cats have ever been harmed in the making of this pizza.
You gotta be sensitive to the goofy niggas because you know they goofy. And the worst part about it is they don't know that they goofy. So if you get mad at them for being goofy, then that kind of look bad on you because they goofy. What else they gonna be? You're right.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Almost set to cross the bottom of the hour as we continue our traffic portion in this 5 o'clock hour. Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes, everybody. Make sure you check in with my people. Airport Highway, Mama Mary's Pizza, New York style, thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. 419-867-9991. Getting set and ready to roll into the weekend. Plus, it's football time anyway. Look, this is a given. Pizza, football, pizza. Pizza, football, thin crust, simple as that. Mama Mary's. What do you want me to do?
Get some beer. Or if your favorite beverage to go with that pizza.
That you can do. You know, while I'm at it, think of this. I'm sure Frank won't mind. While you have a Mama Mary's pizza, you may want to veer off the palate later and shift into a snackery mode. Because, you know, the fillers, the pizza will get you, but snackery mode, right? Because you're like, I don't know if I want to get a whole another piece. You might need a bag of nuts. And Bassett nuts would be the advisable way to go there, formerly Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn. Now, I say this too because she'll need this mention. As most of you know, you might have heard the story. She'll have to move here soon. There's been a coup and an executive sort of marketing incentive or agenda that has now been, implemented, and an adjustment is required. So we certainly want to stand with the lovely Rachel, again, formerly of Gourmet Popcorn, now of the Bassett Nut Company. So we'll keep you posted on that, though. But we want to serve as a liaison to making sure the public is aware of that. But think of the dual snackery, eatery, pizza nuts, nutty pizza. Pizza nuts? There you go, Josh.
Pizza nuts.
Pizza and nuts.
I think someone makes some of those.
There you go. Mama Mary's and the Bassett Nut Company. Plug that. Make that happen. What? Black and White Sports. That's how you run the conduit play. We call that the conduit play. Ready, Josh? On 3, we're going to clap. You have to clap, Josh. We have to break. Are you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, break. Thank you, Josh. I didn't know how that was going to go. I was worried. I wanted to say 3, 2, 1. I didn't know. But then next thing I know, you would have turned around and looked over here like, what's he talking about? So I was scared. I didn't know what you were going to do.
I have that effect on everyone.
Well, that's true. That's true. 877-909-1007. Keep the text messages coming. People, I want to know your 7 playoff teams. We just know that there's 14 teams. Josh is trying to jostle and shake it up. No, we know it's 14 total. 14 in the AFC. Again, 7 in the AFC, 7 in the NFC. Can we have them, please? Who are your 7 playoff teams? We're curious. I want to get these lists. They may have use later, but I tell you what it can do is quite possibly deliver you $20 to Mama Mary's. As we know, our man, you saw it happen yesterday. You never know around here. I'm just telling you. So, okay, I probably should get into mine, Josh. We're gonna we'll do the prop bet bonanza too today. That's another thing till we're getting set up as we round out and get set to, get down the back stretch, if you will. Hold on, wait, Josh, real quick too. So you're saying that Ryan Seacrest, sorry, everybody, sidebar right here, excuse me, because these things happen. We go tangents all the time. Ryan Seacrest has been, how long has he been in the Wheel of Fortune slot? This has been happening for a while?
Yeah, since a year, since Pat Sajak decided to hang it up and Seacrest decided, I believe last September of 24, took over the reins.
What? Nobody told me. Like, how did I miss that? So Ryan Seacrest is the Wheel of Fortune. Is Vanna White still involved in this?
Yes, she is.
Oh, stop it. Vanna White, please sit your ass. You gotta stop it, ma'am. I hope they don't do any tight shots of Vanna White. She's still just doing the thing where she stands by the board and we can't see her that clear.
They still I don't think they do a lot of
Yeah, let's not have a lot of Zoom happening where Vanna's concerned, please. Wow, Vanna White's still on the thing?
Yes, she is.
And Ryan Seacrest is a monster.
I mean,
that boy said, I'm Pat Sajak on you.
I mean, Ryan Seacrest to me falls under the category of why is this guy getting every flipping
It's
job
power
available?
game. You don't understand. It's a power play. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, Josh. That's why we have to be assertive, man. Got to strike. That's what it is. Seacrest will strike. See, the problem is you get caught up in the daintiness of Seacrest. See, it's that daintiness that throws you. Michael Jackson had the same effect, but Michael was the gangster. That's what you didn't know until you knew after death. Gangster the whole time, MJ. Apparently, Seacrest is never out. You know what he say? Seacrest out. He's never out.
Even though personally I think he has less charisma than Rolf Nerschka.
He's silly. I mean, he's good. He's good for America, I guess. Hold on. Now you got me thinking about this. Even though it's not Seacrest, listen, I get it. What's up with Dancing with the Stars, though? I thought I saw that. What's with the new cast? Can I get a picture of the new cast? Let me see who's in it. I always got to see who's in it. I'm not going to watch it, but I always got to know who fell for this okie doke and this doggone banana in the tailpipe. I want to know who's in on this, especially us. I got to know who are ours that's in on this. Because it's all my complete delight that still Alfonso Ribeiro remains as the centerpiece. That's all I care about is the fact as long as Alfonso Ribeiro is working, I'm cool. I'm a happy guy. I get nervous whenever I stop seeing Alfonso Ribeiro a lot. I get concerned. So who is this, Josh? I see you getting it ready. So hold on. There's more people than that in there. You only had like 8 people. Like, get the one where we can see everybody's face. Where is that? Get that one that has Dancing with the Stars on it. That's the one with the text. Or who is that? The one with the words. Do that. Because that has everybody. No, scroll back up. Scroll back up. Top row. That one. And move over to your left. You can't see that, Josh? It's right in front of you. This guy, he is insane. You guys have to be in the studio and watch Josh when it's real. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me let them kind of see you, Josh, because you are a cad of the highest order. Let me tell you. See, now that's better, Josh. We can look through that and get a landscape and some sort of perspective. I feel like your geometrics are a little off there, Josh, but I understand we're pressed for time. Thank you for being with us. Black and White Sports. These are the type of things that can happen. Every now and again, you think it's flowing and there's a conduit happening and then suddenly, there's a curve. And Dancing with the Stars, you find yourself in the midst of something that's focused on that. But again, I think it's a very important part of the American landscape. You think that isn't as significant as the fact that the NFL is beginning tonight? Do you honestly feel as though the Dancing with the Stars roster is not as significant as those of the Cowboys and Eagles? Let's take a look at this. Who can I see in here, Josh? Let me see if I can get you. I'm already bad with the odds. I got to see. I got to blow up the picture. Hold on. Is that Baron Davis in there?
Well, I'll pull up the list.
Yeah, get the list. Hold on. Is this Baron Davis? Wait a minute. I'll be damned. Hold on. You are not telling me they did. Where did they pull Baron Davis from?
You're right. It is Baron Davis.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, here we go.
Baron Davis is desperate now. He said he got to get some attention. Baron Davis is on Dancing with the Stars. Okay, hold on. Okay, what you got, Josh? You got a list? What you got, man? Because I don't know. Some of these people, I can tell you right now, I bet you I don't know some of these people. I'm going to have to consult my daughter on this.
All right. Our first contestant is Jen Affleck. She's known for her role in the Hulu reality series, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, okay. I like her already. We like her campaign. Who else? All right, let's go. Walk us down the list, Josh. Go ahead and take it over.
Our next contestant or celebrity is Hilaria Baldwin. She is a yoga instructor, podcaster, and author who is married to actor Alec Baldwin.
Uh-oh. Isn't isn't his house drama? Don't they have arguments that we get taped on the answering machine? Or is that a different relationship?
Well, they are on the TLC reality series The Baldwins.
Okay. All right.
Our next one is Jordan Childs.
Oh, the gymnast.
Yep.
Okay.
Bronze medal winner.
See, that's another. She goes in. Sidebar. She goes in the Joy Taylor basket. She's just younger. Don't worry. She's gonna pop out as soon as the competition's over. Because gold medals is not what it's about. Not those gold medals. It's not those. You know what they call the gold medals. Shout out to the ladies out here in the urban areas. You know the gold medals. I learned that from them. They taught me, if you got any of them gold medals before you stop by. All right, let's go. Continue.
And our next celebrity is, we mentioned before, Baron Davis.
Wow. Unreal. I love this.
And he's now a businessman and the founder of his very own company called No Label.
Right. You got that right.
Our next one is Alex Earl.
Nah, I never heard of him.
It says her online influence has been dubbed the Alex Earl effect.
Oh, it's her.
To her ability to make products go viral. During the 2025 Super Bowl, Earl appeared in commercials for Carl's Jr. and Poppy.
Okay. Nothing. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it's a commercial thing. Next one is Dylan Efron. He is a digital creator and reality TV star who most recently won season 3 of Traitors.
Yep. See, nothing. I have nothing.
But here's one that we're familiar with. Corey Feldman.
Whoa, that's my guy, the Michael Jackson impersonator himself.
Yep. And he also pursued a career in music and advocacy, raising awareness about child abuse and the movie.
Hey, watch this though. Watch Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is a sleeper. You know Corey Feldman has feet. You know that boy can do a mic on him. They should give him, I hope they give him a solo spot where he can get some Michael Jackson off. They're not going to do it. See, the producers, this shows you they're not on the level. That's why they need me to intervene, because I would make sure he got a solo night, because they let these people dance. Sometimes I would let him hit a Michael Jackson on them, man, and set it and explode. But okay, go ahead. Sorry, he's authorized because he had official mic, his blessing on that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And this name is familiar to us boomers and Gen Xers and 90s enthusiasts. Danielle Fishel from Boy Meets World.
Who?
Danielle Fishel, who played Topanga on Boy Meets
World. Topanga? Yep. Stop it. What does she look like? I hope because Topanga was known to get ham up back and forth. How is she looking? Wait, where's this picture? Why can't I see her? I don't know. This image of mine, Josh. This whack ass iPad. That's what I don't like. This iPad, dude. Oh, okay. Topanga's still Topangan. Okay, absolutely. We clapping for that. Topanga, absolutely. That's the only reason why I watched it. I don't know what they ever said on that show. I'm just waiting to see when there's another scene of her. Okay. I'm glad. This Baron Davis and Topanga and Corey Feldman with a potential mic display. You almost got me. Alfonso Ribeiro? Yep. Well, okay, let's go. You almost home here.
Elaine Hendricks. Fans of the
nothing.
Fans of the 98 remake The Parent Trap will recognize Elaine Hendricks as the actress who played Meredith Blake in a hit movie alongside Lindsay Lohan and Dennis Quaid. She also appeared on shows like, I believe, The Dynasty Reboot, Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, and Joan of Arcadia.
And all of it. Nothing to speak of. I have no backstory. I'm sorry.
Oh,
absolutely.
Scott
No.
Hoying is our next celebrity. He is a Grammy and Emmy award-winning musician who co-founded the popular a cappella group Pentatonics.
No, I can't say I'm familiar either.
Oh. You might hear about this one. Robert Irwin, who is the son of the late Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
Nah, drawing a blank. It's bad for me. I mean, I got a few nuggets in there. I mean, but
And finally,
Topanga is involved.
and finally, and our last one is Lauren Jarugi. She is a singer best known for being part of the girl group Fifth Harmony.
Nah, never heard one note. But we do have Baron Davis, Corey Feldman, and Topanga, all relative to me. I can rock with this. And again, Alfonso Ribeiro in the foreground.
And speaking of Topanga, I bet you some of her Boy Meets World classmates may be appearing in the studio at times, cheering her on. Hopefully, one of those would be Maitland Ward.
Which one was Maitland Ward, Josh?
The redhead.
Oh, okay. See,
In
I
the
didn't.
later
But you know what? See, proof positive. Never saw her. Why? Because I was looking at Topanga. We'll be back. It's the fastest $1.20 in sports. Final time when we come back. Let's roll out of here, man. Truth be told, I was looking at Topanga. I don't know who the hell else was on there. Females, I couldn't tell you.
From the sidelines to the headlines, this is Black and White Sports with the one and only Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
This is Denny Schaefer. Is your basement starting to feel more like a swimming pool? Is your crawl space damp and musty? Then do what I did. Call Toledo Basement Repair. They're Toledo's experts in waterproofing basements and crawl spaces. They stop leaks, seal cracks, get rid of that stinky air, and keep your home dry, safe, and mold-free for your family's health. They did great for me, and they'll do great for you. Don't wait until it rains. Call Toledo Basement Repair today. 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair. Keep it dry.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
And why do ugly niggas think just because they're ugly, they're more tougher than good looking? I never understood that. Just because you're ugly don't make you a gangster. That don't mean people are scared of you.
Final time as we get set to roll out of here today on this Truth Be Told Thursday. Black and White Sports, the fastest $1.20 in sports. We do it in 2 hours, daily, 4 to 6 p.m. Following our good friends at Denny Radio. Don't forget that. The incomparable Denny Schaefer is always there for you, too, Monday through Friday, right before us, along with my man Hollywood Chris. Don't miss that. You know, Denny will be acting erratic the rest of the year. You know, these Michigan slights and so forth. It'll get weird, you know, so he'll be acting strange the rest of the time. I just try to help them, you know, bridge the gap, Josh. I know they struggle with me and the reality. Because, see, all I do is present reality. Even above and beyond, you know, my emotional consideration, sir. I'm not consumed by that.
It's an ongoing struggle. Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, like it is. Or has been anyway. The struggle is over, I better say. Waiting for the NFL's return, everybody. We are almost moments, but a couple hours yet here before we kick off, man. New season, Thursday night football for you. Usually, like I said, I've been on the theme for the entire 2 hours today, and you guys know, you know, so you know me. I'm not a delusional Dallas, people. Now, just because you hear me saying it, don't try to fry and vilify me every time I try to accent the moments that you should think about going with them. Don't fry me for that, because I will just as swiftly discourage you from losing on them when it's necessary. Tonight is not one of those times. I'm just going to leave that. It's the last time I'm going to say that. But again, should be interesting, should be very compelling. I would imagine the Eagles are primed for the event and certainly look forward to making sure that the Dallas Cowboys stay in obscure embarrassment. So I would suspect that's on the, you know, the foreground of the priority list. But I caution everybody on this one. We're here, though. I'm trying to do some things. Best bet consideration here. A couple of things stood out. I have seen some changes earlier, so I'm going to tell you one bet I wanted to make today I don't feel as confident about, and I think part of me was just sort of hoping this because it seems like, I don't know, maybe people won't expect him to be an impact player today because the inference is that at some point maybe, or the addition and advent of the threat that Brother Pickens presents for the Cowboys, I felt strong about him possibly scoring tonight just because it's a look, you know, one of the things I feel like you all should take serious, and let me stop with the goofy stuff for a minute and be very serious here. Because Philly doesn't really have any substantive material to draw from. Yeah, you could look at a bunch of stuff that involved Micah Parsons, and yeah, you could look at a lot of concepts that maybe Mike McCarthy was implementing, etc. This is still a whole new approach. There's a new staff in place. Again, you obviously had the deal and you got him out of there, so there's a realignment and construction that goes with guys that are now expected to perform and step in. Maybe someone who was not expecting to be called upon this soon, if you will. And, you know, what does it do to the collective and everybody else on that defense who now realizes that my contribution changes and quite possibly has the potential to become more significant. How does that inspire guys? So just the sum total of what the Eagles are not as familiar with. The Cowboys have plenty of material. We've been studying, looking at, obviously knowing this is your opener. So all that said, I would just drive you to the final remark, which is at the end of the day, we, I feel, can gauge quite a bit, and I've not been shy about repeating this. First game demonstrations matter. Yes, it's a long season, but remember, people, what in the literal hell have you been working on for all of these months, if not a quality performance to begin? So be cautious with this 8 points that the Dallas Cowboys are getting. And we've never had any qualms about their ability to put points up on you. Philly defense, buckle up. This should be fun. But driving me down that street was me stating to you at first, I was liking Pickens to score tonight. I don't know if I still feel that way. There have been changes in the price for that. And so when I went back in and I was looking, before the break, so we could kind of come with this and we could get into our best bet spot here. Josh, give me something else. Now it seems dead. We need a transition. We got to get into I got to put the graphic up. Let me throw the thing up and act like it's best bets, like we meant to do it. Dun, best bets transition into a new segment. Hey. All right. So I already told you, look, we like Dallas in the points. It's still, it is difficult. Let me be realistic too. You can't just say with definitive cockiness that the Eagles will lose a game at home. So for the show's purposes and to keep a certain integrity on the objective level, we'll let you believe that the Super Bowl champs should win their banner-raising ceremony opening night game. I just don't believe that's what's going to happen. So in the need to give you the safest play possible, take the Cowboys in the 8 points. And Josh says it's 8 now. And I would look for it to be, if it is going Dallas's way and the public is kind of echoing this, which will concern me a little bit, you might see that 7.5 come back, because that means that the thing is happening and the Dallas Nation is responding, or people who weren't in the Dallas Nation are at least joining for the night. That's what that'll tell you. But the hyper elevated number that we were at, which was 8.5, which had the Eagles laying that and beating Dallas by 9 or better, you are out of your damn mind. Please don't. Anyway, so we got that going on. But inside the game, some of the prop bets, I promised you a prop bet bonanza. Like I said, I think we lay off of the Pickens anytime touchdown now. I was kind of all over that, thinking he might, because I don't think we, keep the CeeDee Lamb king. You would almost expect them. That's one thing the Eagles can do, is say, we're not necessarily going to have CeeDee Lamb out here acting crazy. So, but then again, maybe that's exactly what happens. Every time I think, I'm out thinking the situation, CeeDee Lamb comes up and gives you the customary performance. Saquon Barkley, same thing, along the same lines. You're looking at a minus 210 for him. I would have preferred seeing it at minus 200. I know that doesn't sound like much and doesn't seem significant, but they know most of you are going to be looking to bet Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. Not necessarily your best play today, but not crazy at the same time. Completely logical. Yes, you expect it. Yes, you expect some sort of short line goal lines or short yardage goal line situation. And Saquon Barkley obviously becomes very prominent right there. So it's not outlandish. It's just too typical. Sometimes I get scared of those. But again, don't let me overthink you right here. Saquon Barkley would seem safe. Jalen Hurts, I feel better about, because it's a smaller number. It's a different price at minus 160. You kind of expect him to give you at least one of these tush push events that could go off, and certainly on the goal line. So I feel like that's what they're telling me there. And if I'm being honest, I feel way better about that than the Barkley. Because everybody's betting that Barkley. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you. The CD Lamb, that's decent at a plus 150. I like A.J. Brown best at plus 155. That has changed too, but it's still not a crazy number. I like A.J. Brown to be an anytime touchdown man. And like I said, I'm going to hang with my George Pickens. I don't want to be a wafty. So let's just say I like Brown and Pickens to score touchdowns tonight, because I'm not sure what Dallas is doing running back or what any of that. So I can't really jump into that fire and get jammed up there. I would recommend you guys get into the receptions, and that goes on both sides. I feel like you're safe or in some safe territory if you go to the receiving, or again, like I said, receptions versus yards. Stay away from the yards. Stay away from because you'll see somebody's name again. The name brand stuff will get you zapped there too. Let's get into some of these receptions. Let me go for instance, Saquon Barkley, everybody isn't thinking of him like that, but he's going to get a look or two out of the backfield. So in terms of receptions, I'd at least give him 1+, maybe 2. Both of those bets are solid for Saquon. So let's say 1 or 2+ receptions for Saquon. Good bet. Jake Ferguson, tight end, Cowboys. 2 receptions, that's a definite. You can lock that. He gets 2 catches tonight, maybe 3. 3, you're hovering at 4. You're playing risky. Again, I like Jake Ferguson. 2 catches tonight. Bing. Matter of fact, Josh, while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and put this down while we're doing it. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the thing instead of writing it down. Dallas Goedert, Eagles. Same deal here. 2 receptions for Dallas Goedert. That's a lock. Devontae Smith, 3 receptions. I like that too. That's solid. Get 3 receptions from Smith. Pickens, 3 receptions from Pickens. I will go there. CD Lamb, they're starting the bidding at 4 receptions for him. You can probably get away with 5 or 6 catches for CD tonight. I would play it safe. Let's go 4 for CD. Kevontae Turpin, we'll stay away from him. And that's receiving yards. Okay, I see they flipped it. So, yeah, he's not in our receptions pool. That ended it after CD Lamb. That's it. All right, so we got the anytime touchdown guys. Let's look at quarterbacks real quick. And I'm going to go, I'll go yards. Let's go passing yards for Jalen Hurts tonight. We're going to go ahead and take the 150. We'll take it safe. 175 is solid. You can get a matter of fact, let me go ahead and not disrespect Jalen Hurts. I'll take the 175 plus on the passing yards. Jalen Hurts, he'll do 200 or better. But again, we are here to win. We're not here to show off and act crazy. Dak Prescott will also get you 150 yards plus tonight. That too, I would consider a lock. I like the 175. He too will go north of 200 yards. But again, 150 plus. That's a lock. So right here, I'm going to stop it there. I've given you 8 picks. That's a plus 278 on your money line. Go ahead and get paid. That's damn near $3 for you on your 100 right there. So if you didn't catch it, roll it back, play it back. It's recorded. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us today. It has been a joy. The truth be told. No pun intended. But seriously, joy, stop it. Let me go, Josh, my last couple seconds here. Gave him the props. My 7 playoff teams. What can I do here? Let me go. Let me pull up my board real quick. Boy, Josh. Let's see. Let me get to my division people here. That'll help me get to my board so I can look at everybody. All right. Playoffs, AFC. Bengals, Steelers. I feel like the whole North can go to the playoffs, though. I don't know how many times we've ever seen that. but I don't know what you do with it. I know somebody has to be the odd man out. I can't even necessarily call the Browns that, but for safety's sake, all right. Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Texans. What's that for, Josh? Broncos, Chargers. That's 6. And the Colts. I don't have the Chiefs making the playoffs. Let me hurry up and go real quick. All right, Lions in the NFC. Lions, Vikings, NFC South, Falcons, Bucks. That's 4.
Yep.
NFC East. Give me Dallas, Giants, San Fran. And my outlier is the Cardinals. I still want respect for the Cardinals because I want to include them, but right now I just can't throw them in over the doggone Niners right now.
So you're saying you got the Eagles missing the playoffs?
And the Chiefs. Goodbye. On that note, we'll see you tomorrow on a Friday. It's like that, and that's the way it is, okay? Be respectful, be kind. Always enjoy the work at night, like this game, opening kickoff. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Never cheat on your wife, and please, handle your business today. For Josh Burnham, I am Andre of the Savages. We thank you, and we're grateful and humbled to be here. We just don't act like it. See you tomorrow on Friday.
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.